Hello and welcome everyone, it is me, the Laval, also known as Master Duel, is back for you with another video, and today I wanted to kind of collect my thoughts on Master Duel, I guess. Now that it's been out for a couple of days, in the background you will probably see some cherry-picked replays from my ranked experience up until this point. And with that I'll probably quickly go over the few gripes I have with the game. And then we can talk about some of the more positive things. First of all, why doesn't Power Tool Dragon have an animation, Konami? Why? Why is this? Not even Livestream Dragon has one. But with that out of the way, I think missing some modern releases is definitely one of the main points that also a few people have probably already brought up. Only noticed this actually for myself when I was kind of looking for the B-Trooper cards, which aren't in the game, which is sad, but I guess those will be added at a later point. The release in general is just like a bit out of nowhere. I feel like not even Konami knew that this game was releasing that day, which is why I feel like stuff like this is missing. It definitely feels like a very rushed release. I feel like there could definitely have been some more time spent there, to be honest. The new banless / format. This is not me saying, oh yes, Master Duel bad because format bad, because the format's fine, you know, it's still about as much modern Yu-Gi-Oh as it can be. But Max C is a really unfun card. It just, you know, fuck that card, honestly. Like, why? Why do you exist? Why do you torment me? And why do people draw like 2 copies? How? Especially after going through like some of the later campaigns, I feel like the earlier campaigns don't really have that issue in the story mode. Some texts do feel a bit Google translated, for the lack of a better term, to be honest. I've heard this like from a few people as well. But you know, I don't think it's like a major thing. But in general, I don't have like major complaints with the game as a whole. Cause like there's like a few bugs, as mentioned with the release thing. Maybe even Konami didn't know this was gonna release that day, so there's definitely a few things left out. For myself, an issue is that the game sets itself to windowed mode again after I close it, and when I started up again, then it just windowed. But yeah, pros. Time to talk positive, and there's so much. Like, this game is so good. I know roll credits, but actually talking about the positives, I think the crafting system is actually insane. Crafting system is so good. Conversion rate of 3 to 1. Basically 3 unwanted cards of 1 rarity make 1 wanted card of said rarity. 2 to 1 if you pull a card with a glossy or like foil finish. And 1 to 1 if you crush down a prismatic card, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know. I've only played so much Hearthstone back in the day, but I feel like the conversion for that game back then was like much worse. And in general, I feel like it is a very good testament to how good the crafting is when you see people after like 1 hour of gameplay being like, oh, here's my finished bird up list, oh, here's my finished Drytron list, which are like actual meta decks. I was fortunate enough to have my Morphtronics built by the morning of the second day. I just needed to make like 1 or 2 duels to get an additional ultra out of my packs to finish my extra deck off. Which is very, very nice, makes the game very easy to get into, as basically you can make, the first deck you make is basically just easily able to be made with the gems and packs you can buy from the start. On the topic of said packs, they're also not terrible. Like, how? How is this, like, allowed? How is, like, a online card game, or, like, a CCG, how is it allowed to have, like, a good pack opening experience? And not be like, okay, I just opened 5 packs, and 4 of those were absolute throwaways. How? Just how, Konami? How do you make the system so good? Explain. But yeah, in general, pack opening, the pull rates for foils don't seem too terrible, which is the main thing that makes it feel very good. I feel like in generally every other pack you see a super rare, and even ultra rares don't seem too hard to get. What makes the pack opening especially good, I feel like, is the secret pack system. It is where if you pull a super rare or higher, or you craft a super rare of higher, which is also very nice. So yeah, if you pull a super ultra rare or higher of a certain archetype, you unlock the secret pack for that archetype. The secret pack essentially guarantees you 4 cards of said archetype, or the archetypes that are in said secret packs. Some secret packs are shared between like 2 or 3 archetypes, to be in that pack, which is really good, in all honesty. In general, crafting will probably be like the main thing a lot of people go back to, but even this makes the pack opening a lot cleaner and also a lot better, because you can actually kind of tilt the odds a bit in your favor on what you will pull with those secret packs. The animations, even if Power Tool doesn't have one, Konami, when even the animations are very clean, easy to understand. The summon animations are absolutely amazing. The small animated card artworks are so nice. It's just so clean overall. Like, holy shit. It is not even close. Wow, just wow. I am just in awe at how good the animations are. Because it looks really nice, but it doesn't look like over the top, takes up too much, or anything like that. It is a really clean animation that is simple, that looks special, of course, but it definitely doesn't feel overwhelming in that sense. The replay system is insane, and as someone who has played a lot of League of Legends and has dealt with that replay system for a few times, it is just really nice to see, to have a replay system that just connects, starts off, plays, and nothing wrong with that, because the League replays always seem to be in like 240p or something. But yeah, that's nice. And on top of everything, I guess the story mode. For just clearing the tutorial, which is basically just clicking buttons, basically, you get a lot of gems. I think just completing the dual strategy part of the story mode not only nets you a free copy of Raigeki, Monster Reborn, and Reinforcement of the Army, but also if you clear the branching path of that, you get like an additional 1800 gems, which is 18 packs, just like straight off the bat. Which, you know, again, packs good, so story mode good, because rewards good. And even like seeing some of the more expanded lores of like some of your favorite archetypes, or, you know, decks in the game in general, is really nice. Like, in all honesty, seeing, you know, the Monarch storyline, seeing, you know, that they are this world-conquering force that leaves nothing but destruction in their path. It's kind of cool. I know this sounds weird, but okay, let's move on. But yeah, even just like seeing story modes for the Gear archetypes and seeing the unlocks from those, it's really cool. Seeing the pets, the other cosmetics you can unlock, and I think once we get like more of that, yeah, it's gonna be really solid. I feel like there's just not a whole lot to really fundamentally improve, because the game itself is so good. It is so insanely good. Just absolutely amazing work by Konami on this part. I think we'll definitely get like the missing TCG releases at a, you know, sooner or later point in time. When Konami can get to that, so that, you know, Dharma and Boat are also in. Might also get like alternating queue systems for like OCG, TCG, especially with like the alternative formats Konami has also announced for like a sanctioned play. I feel like that is a fair assumption to make, that once you know, the development really kicks into action again and people start work and the team starts working on the game again with like the feedback they have now from the community, we can expect these changes to happen. And like in general, I feel like this is not only a really solid way to enjoy modern Yu-Gi-Oh for beginners, where usually you would have the Link Evolution game for the Switch as kind of the forerunner. But I feel like if you want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh right now, Master Duel is a absolutely amazing way to do so. Probably not, you know, instantly jump into ranked. You should probably, you know, stick to the campaign for a bit. Unlock some decks, look at some strategies, and find something you like. But especially for experienced players that are already like invested in the game, it is absolutely awesome. It is. I think the general opinion is already very positive, and I can only like 100% support that. This game, I feel like, had a lot riding on it, and it still managed to surpass everyone's expectations somehow, which is absolutely astonishing. I don't know if there still will be, you know, stuff in the background running at this point. There will probably have been some small things inserted at some point, especially when I complain about the Power Tool Dragon animation missing. That was probably the saddest moment of my entire Master Duel experience up until now. Even with the one ranked game where I got 2 max Cs dropped on my ass. But yeah. In general, what do you think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Are you having a good time? Do you have maybe a lot more gripes with the game than I do? I'll definitely be, you know, glad to know everything in the comments down below, and will be down there for like some civil discourse, because I definitely think this is a very solid game and has taken Yu-Gi-Oh! Into like the 21st century when it comes to, you know, online simulators. Because we now have one, and it's a really fucking good one. Holy shit. But yeah, with all that out of the way, leave your thoughts down below, and I will thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys again next time. But until then, goodbye.